Oh my God, this show is off the fucking chain. Okay, so Big Bill and Lee Moriarty versus Jungle Hook. How in the hell is this not a pay-per-view?
I don't understand how it isn't either.
Jamie Hayter and Dr. Britt Baker, DMG, versus Saraya and Toni Storm. Look out for Hikaru Shida to ruin things for Saraya for disrespecting her. It's going to happen. I guarantee. Is that going to make for an unlucky alliance with Dr. Britt Baker? I don't know. Will it? Bryan Danielson, Konosuke Takeshita. Oh my God. Two of the best technical wrestlers doing it right now. Pay-per-view main event number one.
Wow.
Jon Moxley, Hangman Adam Page. Main event number 2. Death Triangle, the Elite, match 7 of 7 for the AEW Trios Championships in an Escalera de la Muerta match. That's Ladder of Death, if you don't know. Another pay-per-view main event match. Two of the best, no, the 2 best trios in the business right now. Please go. I'm out of breath.
Is that gorgeous chick going to be reffing any of those?
Oh, Ref Aubrey is always reffing at least 2, maybe 3, and sometimes coming in to relieve people. In the last 2 shows, she's relieved a referee each show to finish a match.
She doesn't put up with shit.
No, she doesn't. My favorite thing about her, she used to be a ballet dancer, and one of the things that she does is if you try to get leverage on the ropes, she will use her very long legs to kick that right off the ropes. Kick your leg right off the ropes. It's fantastic. You're going to see, if you tune in tomorrow on TBS, let's see, it'd be 7 o'clock Central Time, you're going to see probably the greatest network television event that you'll ever see in wrestling history. I mean, WWE hasn't done a show this good. I don't, I don't subscribe to WWE because Vince McMahon can get fucked and they treat their wrestlers like shit. So watch this show. You will see literally 3 pay-per-view main events on Wednesday night on TBS at 7 p.m.
So is that going to start being like our homework on this show? Is watching goddamn professional wrestling?
No, I just did it to piss you off. I really want Brad to become one of my allies in AEW. So like, there's nothing like I never felt more like pride or happiness than when Brad texted me that he was watching last week. Like when I found that out, I was like, fuck yeah, Brad. We're like on a different plane now. We're
Dude,
like,
I ain't
besties.
shitting you. Like, I ain't shitting you when you're flipping through channels, you don't have any bets in on a fucking Wednesday, and it's like, okay, this is kind of intriguing. Like, I remember watching some of these, like, Jeff Jarrett, I believe, was on last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this beautiful rep comes in and saves all hell from breaking loose. And
saves the Acclaimed. Everyone loves the Acclaimed.
It's weird.
Oh my gosh, those are my guys. I watched their very first match on AEW Dark Elevation, which you can watch on YouTube. And AEW Dark, actually, but that was before Elevation even existed. AEW Dark was where they got their start, and they've been in AEW their entire career. Anthony Bones, actually, the 5-tool player, former baseball prospect. Bet you didn't know that, Mike.
I think you do.
Yeah. Max
Caster's
dad played for the Miami Dolphins.
The only thing I would say,
it is a sport.
You need to pick a better favorite wrestler, man. Like Butch Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy. My God, man.
Oh,
Orange
sorry.
Cassidy, freshly squeezed. Why do you think the flag is orange?
Sorry.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, but I mean there should be a wrestler named Sundance Kid or Moondance Kid or something like that, so they can create.
He doesn't do it for me. He doesn't do it for me.
You haven't watched long enough to really.
I haven't.
What he's doing. No, you don't understand. Like no one's ever created a character that this laissez-faire, just like I'm just gonna go about my business and this isn't really that important to me. Like you're just here to,
Oh, nice diamond cutter, Mike.
Yeah, I miss Diamond Dallas Page. I miss the old days. These young kids, you know, they're not taking steroids and stuff. They're not putting it all on the line.
I think a lot of them are. Yeah. I think
No,
they
so-
still are.
So that's what's bullshit, Tony. After me and you talked on the phone, and we were talking about wrestling and shit
FaceTime
like
for
that,
the first time ever. Yes, we were old.
like I am. These phones are fucking bullshit. Because now I go to fucking TikTok, all I get is fucking old vintage wrestling bullshit coming up on.
I love that.
like
about,
it's like,
oh my God, that's like my favorite thing about my Twitter feed. Like that's the only reason why I'm still on Twitter after Elon Musk took over is because I have access to Japanese pro wrestling. Like, oh my God, I spend most of don't tell my boss. Hopefully they're not watching. I spend most of my morning spending like time watching New Japan Pro Wrestling clips on Twitter. Like that's what I do. It's fantastic. My buddy Chad and I want to go to Japan just to watch wrestling. Like it's that good.
No, you guys need to go to South Korea. I think that's who signed Astudillo. He's playing baseball over in, I think, South Korea now.
La Tortugas in South
Tortugas.
Korea.
Moving to East Asia, baby.
And it all comes back to baseball. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Any bets? Any bets?
all right, I'm getting in my one bet, and I'm putting 10 units on that. I consider for me my unit. Well, my real unit is
Your
small.
unit's big.
My unit is $10.
Okay.
I'm going with a first half parlay, 3-way, money line, and I'm taking the under of 23.5. Minnesota Vikings, 23.5. Putting $100 on it.
Team total.
Both
23 and a
teams.
half.
Both teams.
Both teams under 23 and a half.
Yep.
Okay. That's surprising. I don't know if I'd do that bet.
I don't think they're gonna score, man. The last game at halftime was 10-7, I think.
I mean, you might be right. What do I know? I don't bet that.
What do we
often.
all? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm going by
The NFL is
statistics.
it's just why even bet on it? Just avoid betting the spread in the NFL is basically what I've tried to do. And
Because I'm gonna be there. That's why. It's only fun watching games when you bet on shit.
not when you're a fan of the team though. But we're not going to be celebrating the Vikings playoff appearance when you guys get here on Friday. We're going to be celebrating Carlos Correa for 6 fucking years. Yeah. Pour another one for Carlos Correa. This one's for you, sir. I hope this reaches you and you are fucking enthused. This is that is the story that you. Oh shit! I just spilled all over my keyboard. The story that,
pour one out for him.
that Carlos Correa wanted to see other women and then found out that no one would love him like us. No one. There was no one out there for him like us. And that's just beautiful.